Now, Declan Rice, he reminds me of captains of old. He reminds me of the Tony Adams, the Patrick Vieira, the man that they just demand more. They just demand more. Like, what are we doing? What happened there? What's going on? Like, what's going on? What's up here? What are you switched on? Apparently, Declan Rice has lost it with his teammates after Arsenal beat Wolves 2-1 at the Emirates yesterday night. And I just want to say, yeah, I don't know how true this is. Maybe it's murmurs, maybe it's whispers, maybe people heard him going mad when walking past the locker room. Who knows? The only thing I do know, though, is this is the type of mentality that I need from leaders in my club. Yeah, and this is why I will always say Declan Rice is my captain. Yeah, because look, that Wolves game, the one thing that kind of stands out the most to me is complacency. And complacency is a big problem when it comes to going on to win a title. Because for you to win a title, you have to beat the teams that you're expected to beat, and you have to take what you can from those that is kind of up in the air, maybe a few tricky games away from home. It seemed like there was this, I don't know, air of comfortability from the players. It seemed like they didn't have that kind of fire in their belly to just put Wolves to the sword. It didn't seem like they actually wanted to go on to win the league, I'll be real. It seemed very lackluster. It seemed very, we're Arsenal, something will happen. You know, we're Arsenal, we're better than them. Eventually, you know, something will go in the back of the net. That's what it felt like. And for us to get two very, very lucky goals, both own goals, one of them so lucky that I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the ground was doing witchcraft to make it happen. Because Saka crosses the ball and it whips all the way round, goes over everybody, hits the post, onto the back of the keeper's head and goes into the goal. That is the very definition of luck. And look, people, I know that you create your own luck. Like, it doesn't just come out of thin air. And we was attacking and moving to them and dominating and suffocating them and wave after wave. Let's be real. Not all of the waves had the level of intent that was necessary for a team that is meant to be proving the point that they are ready to go and win the league. They are trophy ready. Let's just have it right. Let's not even, you know, beat around the bush or anything like that. Now, Declan Rice, he reminds me of captains of old. He reminds me of the Tony Adams, the Patrick Vieira, the man that they just demand more. They just demand more. Like, what are we doing? What happened there? What's going on? Like, what's going on? What's up here? What are you switched on? Like, look, lads, I know that we've played a lot of games in a short period of time, but there's more games coming. What, are you not locked in? Are you not ready to go? What lads, what's going on? Honestly, that he probably went in and was that, because throughout that game, you could feel a sort of tension. And I'll be real, like, Declan Rice was doing things that other people should be doing in the front line. That other people should be doing in the front line. Like, why is Declan Rice the guy that's driving with the ball and then cutting in and then shooting and trying to score? Like, why am I not seeing that from Martinelli? Why am I not seeing that from Saka? Why am I not seeing that from Victor Gyökeres? Why am I not seeing that from Ødegaard? Why am I not seeing that from Eze? Why is the person I'm seeing it from is the person that a lot of people would argue he's not our I guess, our most technically gifted player. You know, he's often referred to as a workhorse. stamina man, energy brother. Why is it him? It's because he has that elite mentality as an athlete, not even just as a footballer, as an athlete. And you can see it every game. He leaves blood, sweat, and tears on the pitch. And look, obviously, just so you know, it's not me fabricating things. I saw this tweet posted by Daily AFC, and they're quoting AFC Camden, who is an Arsenal account that, you know, tweets a lot of news on Arsenal, got quite a decent following as well. Declan Rice absolutely lost it with his Arsenal teammates after beating Wolves yesterday. Absolutely losing it is mental to me, because that makes it sound like, remember when Alex Ferguson threw the boot at David Beckham's head? That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me, people. And rightly so. Rightly so, because I feel like when you play for Arsenal, there's something that you need to have in your mind, yeah? Is that we haven't won a Premier League since 2004. Since 2004. I was in secondary school. I was 13. What? I was in my first year on this planet being a teenager. Pardon? What? 21 years? By the time we win the league next season, this season, next year, it will be 22 years. Pardon? Why have Arsenal not won a league in 22 years? Why has it taken this long? And that's the burden that you carry when you come to Arsenal, when you have to be willing. You have to be so willing to rise to that occasion. You have to. That's something that when you're in talks and you're deciding if you're going to come to Arsenal or not, in your mind, you're thinking, I want to be part of the group that brings Arsenal back to where they belong to, where they deserve to be, back to where they belong. Or am I going mad? You've got so many legends of the club that still have a very good relationship with the club and players at the club. Like, there's always people that you can talk to kind of understand a bit deeper what it means. There's always support systems there from ex-players, ex-coaches, ex-manager. Do you know what I mean? To kind of, I guess, kind of like get you truly understanding the task that is ahead. And I don't think it was just Rice that absolutely lost it. I firmly believe Mikel Arteta did as well. I firmly believe. You could tell from his press conference, he was not happy. Obviously, in public, and this is how it should be, in public, yeah, you don't hang out your people them to dry. Not in public. You don't have the boxers and the knickers on the line. You don't do that. But behind closed doors, boy, hell have fury. I remember from the Amazon documentary, this is kind of what I'm envisaging. I can't remember what the game it was, but Arteta came in. This is not the standards. Do you know what I mean? This is not the standards. And this is not the standards at Arsenal. So look, give Rice the armband now. Let's call it a day. He understands the mission. He's pushing for it. And let me know what you think in the comments below, people. Make sure you're liking the video. It's a new channel. Make sure you're subscribing. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.